Hello everybody, I'm happy you are here. We are here today to speak of the power of the gaze. I will give you a lesson in how to use your gaze, why you should use the gaze, why gaze is so powerful for your induction, why gaze can be so useful for your life. So I am happy you are here and enjoy this video. Thanks. We can think that the gaze is an important element. Even now, if I look at you in the camera, it's better that if I don't look at you. So the gaze is very important for every interpersonal communication. And we can think that the first thing that the child does when it was born, it was looking at her mother. The child wants to look at her mother. So we can think that we have a very deep physiological mechanism that makes this connection, and in reality when we use the gaze, we go to the deepest strata of the brain. And the gaze can increase, just use it during the preliminary talk and the induction of the 50% every hypnotic induction. But we can also say that the gaze can also be very useful for interpersonal communication, for persuasion, for getting in touch with other people, for relationships. You must use the gaze, because we see in the video, I must use the gaze. If we put a picture of me on a book, I have many books, all the pictures look at the person in the front, even if they are two ways. And even now that we use Skype, the gaze is important. The most important thing is first, having a strong gaze. What does it mean? The gaze in some way is the eyes, people say, are the windows of the soul. It means through the eyes we can see the state of mind of a person. And we can tell that we can have fixity of the gaze, rapidity of the gaze and vivacity of the gaze, that are three important elements. But the first to start with is being able to have a strong thinking, that people see as directed toward them with attention. So the first emotion to work with the gaze is attention. The attention is done with the eyes when the eyes don't blink. This is a person asks why the eyes don't blink. When you are very attentive to something, maybe you are looking at the TV screen, you are looking at the video, you are looking, you don't blink, you blink less. We see also, and these are studies in interpersonal communication, that the superior blink less than the inferior. Then when a person feels in power, this person will blink less. So the gaze is in some way, the first element is learning not to blink less. Some people ask, is it dangerous? No, it is not dangerous. And there are specific exercises, and also we can say that each exercise that we do will improve in some way our our gaze, our look. This was also the first exercise that Virginio, that was my master, taught me. But I will speak about Virginio a little later.